What's up? What it do? What it look like? What the business is? What the business is? Oh my gosh, she is sexy. What that commercial say? Drinking that Diet Coke. She pretty sexy. All right, I want y'all to take a drive with me. It's pretty hot, so I'm gonna open up my window real quick. All right, now listen. What is that? K9? Want y'all to take a ride with me real quick. Listen, here's what I'm saying, and I want y'all to hear me out. Again, y'all might call me crazy, y'all might call me weird, but that's a nice, cool bike. But listen, right? A lot of people, the American dream has been shot. The American dream no longer exists, right? It's a big shift going on in the world. In the world, not just America, it's a big shift going on in the world. It is so many beautiful women out today, man. Listen, so, here's what I want you to say. Things is backwards now. It's becoming... The bigger companies are now shutting down. The little people is now taking over, right? The poor people are now taking over, right? The bigger, the richer people that had a lot of money ain't shit now, right? And hear me out. This is why I say what I said. Things are... COVID happened. Millionaires, a lot of people that made a lot of money became homeless. A lot of people that worked at McDonald's, that worked at, I can turn. A lot of people that made no money. Make money, is becoming millionaires now. People that work at McDonald's, at Starbucks, are making the big money. People that stay in the shelters can be wealthier and richer than the people that have a home, the people that have a fucking BMW or a nice 2021 Toyota. And the reason why I say that is because a person at the shelter don't have an overhead of a car note, right? A person at the shelter may have a little hoopty, may not have a house payment, and they could be they could be working on their credit. You may have a little hoopty that they paid $2,000 to $3,000 for, so they don't really have an overhead. Only thing they worrying about is fixing the mistakes they did, right? And a lot of people may judge that person, but 6 months later to a year, this person is doing, what the fuck is this? This is not a one-way. Oh, why is he driving this way? What the fuck? That shit made me scared. Like, hold on, wait. That person driving this way? Like, what the fuck? Now, I knew this was a one-way going the same right direction, but... So, listen, I want you to hear me out, right? A person staying in a shelter can be better than a person that's doing good on average, right? Because at the end of the day, average person can struggle, right? People that got a nice corporate job, a $25 job can struggle because they have so much of an overhead. If you're focusing, if you want to make money, if you want to get out the struggle, fix your credit. That's the number one key thing. Fix your fucking credit. You can leverage other people's money, OPM, to make it work, right? The old generation no longer exists. The new generation is, if you know how to write code, which means if you know how to write code such as dating apps, POF, Tag, Tango. So many people in Colombia is killing the Tango app. I'm talking about they making 23 grand from $50,000 on the Tango app, right? Colombia, I see a lot of people from Colombia is murdering in that app, right? Fucking Facebook, code. If you know how to write code, Facebook, Google, YouTube, if you know how to write code, you will become wealthy. In this generation and age of society, right? I pulled back from the pallet business because it was a, basically, quote unquote, it was a brick and mortar business, and I didn't want to get into that, right? I didn't want to get in the jiff of dealing with hiring and all that shit, firing people. I ain't gonna get into all that shit. So I kind of pulled back from the industry. I personally did not want to I didn't want to get into all of that, right? So I pulled back from the industry. I made money. I made my money back. I jumped to the field, studied and learned the field. Lumber has killed the American dream because it's so expensive now. So if your house is $100,000, $200,000, be prepared to get 30 grand or 60 to 70,000 tacked on to your $100,000 bill or to your $200,000 mortgage, your house payment, right? So again, like I mentioned in my last videos, people are now living in RVs, converting their cars into their homes, making it to their liking, right? If you want to make money, fix your credit. If you don't know how to fix your credit, use FES, Financial Educational Services. You have to be invited. You have to be invited to join this company, right? You have to be invited. I'm going to get some quarters, guys. The gas station couldn't give me no quarters, so I'm just going to go to a laundromat. You have to be invited to join FES, Financial Educational Services. If I was you, I would find somebody on YouTube, type in FES, Financial Educational Services. Look for, in the description, somebody's email address. Look for their Facebook. Look for their phone number. You have to be invited to join FES. Now, you will start to see things get deleted off your credit within a month, within 2 months, no more than 3 months. 2016, I was with this company. I'm rejoining this company again. This is an amazing company, guys. This is like one of the top companies I've seen that does what it does, and it's only $87 a month. They send you something in the mail. You send it to the credit bureaus, right? And you start to get things deleted off your credit. Now, once you get your credit removed, right? Once you start getting things, you pay for that membership, $87 a month. Open a LLC business, a S corporation, not an LLC. Or you can open an LLC and turn that LLC to a, you can turn that LLC to an S corporation later, you know, if you want to do that, which I would recommend you doing that, right? I would recommend you doing that, right? So, turn your LLC to a, so you turn your LLC to an S corporation, and then build business credit. Look up on Google how to do business credit, right? So Uline, Quill, look on YouTube. People will tell you how to do business credit, and that is like at least $250 to do business credit. No more than $250 to build business credit, right? So once you do that, I'll probably say within a month tops. Sorry about that, boss. Within 1 month's tops, you will have 5 business credit reporting on your account. If I was you, if I was you, I would open 2 S corporations, and then I would build 2 businesses. So you at least have more bang for your buck. It's $50 to open up a S corporation. You're welcome. $300 total so you can have business, so you will have capital. A lot of people don't understand that capital will get you where you want to go. And if you use business credit, you have to pay this stuff back. Right? We spend $300 all the time. Right? I had to get some quarters. So we spend $300 all the time, right? With no problem, right? So get $600. You have 2 businesses. You have 5 accounts: Quill, Uline. What else? Best Buy is store credit. So you have vendor credit, store credit, credit cards, and then loans. There are people I know personally that on YouTube that actually go to banks, and all they do is build clienteles. They build clienteles with banks, and they get people, they get businesses and companies loans. They get businesses and companies loans, right? They just started for about 3 months, and they give people businesses loans. If you know how to write code, you can become wealthy. Technology is at an all-time high, and it's only going to get even higher because robots, that car is smoking. Because robots are taking over, like I mentioned in my last videos. Robots are taking over, and it's only going to get worse, right? So even if you work at a McDonald's job, a Starbucks job, you become a millionaire. You need to focus on traffic. If you're doing digital, focus on traffic. Put in $10 a day, $20 a day on Facebook advertising or YouTube ads. YouTube ads, $10 to $20. If you do a free giveaway, you will make sales, guaranteed. If you do free giveaways, you will make sales. If you give away TVs, if you purchase a cheap phone and if you purchase a cheap phone and you do a cheap phone and you do turn the phone on and put minutes on the phone, that you've given value. So if you do free plasma TV, if you do free giveaways, again, you will get if you do free giveaways, you will get a lot of traffic and a lot of sales. Make sure your website have an opt-in page. If you don't know what an opt-in page is, first name, last name, email. Capture people's email, capture people's phone numbers, capture people's I can do a whole webinar on this, which I have done. Capture people's information, so that way if YouTube shut down, Facebook shut down, Google shut down, you have control of your business. You have control of your leads. You have control of your sales. Now, you do a video, promote a video on your landing page, and capture the name. And I'm gonna do that, a whole video on that. I'm not even gonna worry about that. Because your landing page, you promote your thank you page, and then go into the product. But I'm gonna do a whole nother video on that. Now, I'm trying to tell you, free giveaways will make you make sales. So even if you join a company, a website, let's say you promote a .com, right? If somebody purchased that for $40 and you make $100 commission or $150 commission, you're making your money back even if you pay somebody to get into the company, to get a .com name. So you're making your money back. So if you do a free giveaway, I'm giving away $40, or I'm giving away $20, or I'm giving away plasma TV, or I'm just giving away money, a gift card, Starbucks. Like, be creative. You will make your money back, guaranteed, right? People is going to be curious. They're going to be interested in that. You're going to be better than other people that's promoting different things, because most internet people that promoting stuff, they only want about the commission. They ain't want about giving value to people. They just want about showing people the company. So if you give somebody cash, and if you give somebody free giveaways, you're at a higher pedestal than somebody that's just promoting a website or promoting whatever type of product it is. If you do massage, if you do weave as a female, as a man, if you do anything product for a man, promote free giveaways, give away free stuff. I'm trying to tell you, I've been doing this for years. I made a lot of money on the internet, enough money on the internet to know what works and what don't work. A lot of people get stuck. This game with business. Why is this fucking car smoking? That's bad. They need to change the oil and shit. That's bad. So do giveaway, guys. People are making a lot of money, saving a lot of money with living in their vans and living in their cars and stuff of that nature. But I'm going to be converting a school bus really soon. But I'm going to be converting a school bus really soon, because that money, just think about it. I'd rather live in a RV or live in a bus than pay for somebody's mortgage. If I'm living in an apartment or living in a house, that's $600 to $1,000. I'd rather use that for the vehicle and deck out the home and have some money saved if that vehicle, the school bus or RV, mess up. But I think I'm going to end this video right now. But guys, find a company to promote, give away free giveaways so you can get more traffic. Promote on YouTube ads, Facebook ads, $10 to $20 a day. You guarantee you will get traffic. People will be interested in your business, guys. People will be interested in what you have to promote. So it's getting hot. I'm burning up, guys. Y'all be safe out there. This be your boy Frank Swear. I'm going to be releasing a lot of videos soon. I was making videos and deleting them, but this time around I'm not. I don't care what it is. I don't care how it is. I'm just going to be raw, cut, honest, straight to the point. Be organic with people. My channel will blow up soon. So this be your boy Frank Swear, and I'm out. Peace.